I'm going to switch to a longsword for the time being, because our daggers are kind of wimpy. One nice thing in this game is you can actually add items that you're not that interested in to a junk section of your inventory, which I assume will get sold off immediately. But you have an inventory limit of 55, so you kind of have to... Well... Oh, apparently I require 3 might to wear that. But yeah, I assume the junk items will be sold off or something.
Oh, you did get a copper talisman. And starting.
Okay, I don't even know how this works. Oh, let's go with that one. Ooh, yes. That's cool.
Interesting.
I guess it's so wizards can block. Because thieves have bucklers, which we don't have one of those, but that's cool. I like this game. Yeah. Look at that. So much cooler than some dinky shield. Wait. There might be 2 treasure chests in this room. Let me double check.
I was always fond of games that allowed you to be something akin to warrior mages, where you'd be able to have, competencies in melee combat, but then still be able to cast a lot of spells.
Well, we're not there yet. I think it's even better than just, being able to switch weapons and fancy stuff like that. Alright, let's get out of here. And again, with the cool jumping animations that you can only do once in a while. Look at that! That was cool! Yeah, you called attention to kind of the similarities between this and potentially EverQuest Next, and I really hope EverQuest lets you do all sorts of crazy jumps and flips and shit.
I mean, I've seen them in the videos. They have all of those, I don't know, they dub it parkour.
Can I jump down here? No. Yeah. Movement in an MMO is always kind of this weird, awkward thing. I always wish, even right now I'm moving faster than I would normally be able to do in an MMO. I'm gonna go get the healer thing. I'm kind of hurt. I don't feel like using a health potion, so zoop!
No.
There's the tower that I didn't look at. I guess it's not that much of a tower.
I mean,
I was expecting a giant spire thing.
It's still a tower. And are those floating rocks?
Where?
Interesting. Above the entrance.
Oh, yeah, looks like it. That's cool. I wish more things had floating rocks. Screw gravity. Gravity's stupid.
Oh, there's a campfire up ahead.
Yep.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old fate weaver, eh? Fate weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are 2 very different things. Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now. When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come on the day that Hughes was to die. The old man took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that. I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success. Whichever. You really don't know much, do you? A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently. You're the one. Then that means it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Surrender!
Uh-oh, more Tuatha. It's actually good to see that Igarth is actually helping you. Ooh, Fate Energy.
God, he's so weird looking now. Okay, Fate Meter. Special attack thing.
Huh. Fate to enter Reckoning mode. Whoa! Does it get them into slow-mo?
I didn't even notice my weapons would go crazy. Yep, it goes into slow-mo mode.
That's impressive.
Okay, and then once you do this, you can go into
I forget which other game also employed something akin to this.
quick
Where you
time
actually
mode.
went into a different... Oh, that's awesome. Just the energy.
Devil May Cry kind of did. Actually, yeah, it was Devil May Cry. The new one?
Mm-hmm.
You'd go, like, white-haired and everything would go slow-mo, and you'd beat things up.
What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that? Hughes may have brought you back to life, but that was still part of fate's plan. Nothing short of a god can do what you did. Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death. It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes, other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes. That's fine, but you don't have to. But I can see that you're nervous. Relax. This is what Fate Weavers do. I'll be seeing your thread in the weave of fate. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much. I am. But still, I've never seen someone whose fate was just missing. Not even when I was drunk as the King of Ballads. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Mm-mm. Oh, so you actually get to unlock various cards?
Yeah, if you noticed in the like status and equipment scene screen, you can see like just below your character's name, you're labeled Fateless One. And I guess this kind of game works on a title system that as you unlock tiers within, you know, magic, finesse, might, it unlocks cards that you can equip for various purposes. So Rogue gives you extra range damage, dodging, and piercing damage. Acolyte is extra magic stuff, and Brawler is just hitting things. And then if you get like X number, you can put them in down here.
That's a combination of two, finesse and sorcery.
Yeah, so you can get good with the daggers and the casting. Critical hits restore mana. Not bad.
I assume Might and Sorcery would be purple.
Yep.
So it actually mixes the colors on the color wheel.
I kind of wish they had, like, 3 combo things instead of just, like, Finesse Sorcery. You could have, like, all 3 level 1.
I think the thing is, in most games that I've seen, you can't really be a jack of all trades and master of none.
I guess that makes sense. You can only equip 2 weapons in this one anyway.
You can only equip 2 weapons. Also, it's one of those things where if you really want the best abilities of the game, you can really only allocate your points into 1 or 2. If you tried doing that with all 3, then you would essentially gimp yourself from being able to get the highest tiers.
Poison Blink. You can teleport away with a poison effect. It replaces dodge. Well, we will go with Acolyte, because we seem to be just hitting things with our staff anyway.